Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 87 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Darnold now to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries, 52 yards.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Cowboys hit 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, back to Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Up the gun, Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second and 9, Darnold across the formation. He finds Godwin. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On second and 9, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Play action now, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Prescott now. He completes it to Snead. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10, down at the 31. A handoff left, Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Darnold. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of Darden. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Darnold with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 24 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Complete to Likely. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 13-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now in Arlington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Darnold on 1st down. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked picked up by Trayvon Diggs. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting, these last few weeks.
Remember, Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 71 yards. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
67 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's Elliott, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A first down throw, Darnold. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd and 10, Darnold into the hands of Darden. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Darnold to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The slot man in motion right. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Prescott to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it.
The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carroll